Good evening. I'm James Adderley. Welcome to Sports Monday on a Tuesday. Quiet as it has been kept, the Premier Football League of Belize has been undergoing growing pains evidenced by the disjointed schedule of the 2015 season. We caught up with the General Secretary of the Football Federation of Belize, Mr. Michael Belize. We caught up with him for some answers.
The PLB tournament, yes, we got information from the league that they were suspending their tournament for 3 weeks for statutes review and tournament amendments. But we have sent directives to the PLB that the tournament regulation is already in force, and we don't see no reason for the league to have suspended their tournament. The problem inside, from our advantage point, is the Verdes management requesting to use all the players that have played in the Champions League, which was not approved for our domestic league. Our domestic league regulations state 5 international players or foreign players, and from those 5, 3 can be fielded at any time. And the federation has that in force. We cannot change that as a club would like during the tournament. And so our directive back to the league is that the tournament will continue as of tomorrow with the back match of week 5, which BDF and Belmopan Bandits was postponed due to the MCC grounds not being playable.
So we are made to understand at this point that the tournament will continue as scheduled.
Yes, the Federation is sending out a directive this afternoon to all PLB clubs, to the media, that the tournament will continue with the back match from week 5 and will continue as scheduled for week 6 this weekend.
Folks, we hope this is not a band-aid on a festering wound. So the PLB season resumes tomorrow, Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. inside the FFB Stadium, with the Belize Defense Force marching against the Belmopan Bandits. 2 matches are scheduled for Saturday. Belmopan Bandits will host Police United at the FFB Stadium, and Placencia Assassins will get a visit from Verdes FC. That's at the Michael Ashcroft Stadium. Both matches are scheduled for 7:30 p.m. starts. On Sunday, the tournament returns to the FFB Stadium at Belmopan, where Wagia will take on the BDF at 3 p.m. Checking in on the Orangewa Mundialito, Vibes Alive took on Center's Minion, and again it's Katie Jones, as this punch at goal is mishandled by the Center's goalkeeper for the 1-0 lead. Carlos Canelo then sticks with this play to make it a 2-0 score. Katie Jones nicks her second goal of the ball game with this shot from atop the 18. In the opening minutes of the second half, Katie Jones strikes again for her third with this good-looking individual effort. Center's Minions finally pull back one off this long-distance dial from Dennis Stevens. On this play, David Bobadilla beats his man, deals to Nasil Kokom, who misplays the ball. It reaches Katie Jones. Katie Jones nets her 4th goal of the match to give Vibes Alive a 5-1 big W, and we say Katie Jones is just too much. In the nightcap between Young School and Blackwater Stars, Bellarmino Esquivel gives Young School a 1-0 lead with this clinical execution from the penalty spot. Menalito Novello gets his turn at the penalty spot, and the left foot finds the target for the 2-0 lead. A few minutes later, Bellarmino Esquivel pounces on this loose ball in front of the goal for his second goal of the match. Young School goes on to record a 3-0 big W. Now here are the results from weekend play in the CYDP football tournament. Los Lagos edged Kings Park Strikers in a 5-4 struggle. Kral Road ran over Ebony Lake 6-2. Lake I Rising Stars blanked Hattieville United all a 5-0, while Exodus United of La Democracia and Mahogany Heights FC settled for a scoreless draw. On the basketball side, Bicol play over the weekend saw under-21 action in which Black Hawks burned Alpha Warriors 47-44. Quite an interesting ball game. And RCV Stallions ran past Snipers 80-67. In under-23 play, Micro Light and Peace pummel Santiago Warriors 85-26. Hey guys, that's too much. In over 35 action, undefeated Yabra continued to roll with a 59-28 rout of Invaders, and Panthers scorched Light and Peace Offshore Solutions 55-54, and that must have hurt a lot. Meanwhile, folks, the first paddle and pedal competition was staged yesterday, featuring an 18-mile canoe race from Henderson Bank to Manatee Lookout on the Philip Golston Highway, and then it transitioned to bicycle riding for the return to the finish line inside Henderson Bank Burrell Boom. Only 3 teams showed up for the event, and at the Boom Bridge we find Guidis canoes featuring Chris Guidis and Euken Arnold in the lead, with Adrian Williams and Sergio Lopez of Whatever Boys holding on to second, while Felix Rayburn and Wilberto Daniels kept pace in third place. Guidis canoes holds on to the lead at the completion of the paddle stage despite a botched transition, making chases Whatever Boys, and they would execute the transition as ordained by the rules. It was Euken Arnold of Guidis canoes heading home on bike in the lead. Both teammates would have to complete the 10-mile ride together, and here is Chris Guidis making his move. Sergio Lopez and Adrian Williams looking to chase. At the boom cutoff, the 4 riders continue to maintain a steady pace led by Chris Guidis. We fast forward to the finish inside Henderson Bank, but Chris Guidis takes a wrong turn and has to wait for his teammate. Euken Arnold then joins his partner at the finish, but the team is penalized for Chris Guidis' errant turn, and as such, they are relegated to second place. Felix Rayburn of Ride or Die, he made up last time on the bike, but has to wait for his teammate Wilberto Daniels, because a part of the rules insists they must finish together. This allows Adrian Williams and Sergio Lopez to roll in together for second place, and that is translated into first place because of the Chris Guidis error. Whatever Boys wins, of course, Ride or Die, they settle for third place. Hey folks, we return to our usual time slot next Monday. That's it. Ja over all. I'm James Adderley.